Hi everyone. So this is just going to be a super quick video to show you how to find my free files that I store on my blog. These files are used for cutting machines, but some of them you can also just print and cut out if you don't have a cutting machine. They're all free for personal use, and they are going to be in what's called a zipped file. So first I'm going to show you where the files are located, and then I'm going to show you how to unzip from a Windows computer, and then how to upload into Cricut Design Space. All right, let's get started. So my files are all located on my blog. To get to my blog, you want to simply go to createswithlove.com. Once you're at my site, you can go to the resource library. So depending on if you've already signed up or not, in other words, you need a password to get to my resource library. So if you've, like me, I've already been here and entered my password, so it will just open up for myself. It's remembering my cookies. But for you, if you have not yet signed up to get my newsletter, with that, I gave you the password to my resource library. So it's all free. You just scroll down a little farther, put in only your first name and just whatever email address you'd like to put in there, and then subscribe. As soon as you hit that subscribe button, it tells you what the password is, so you're able to instantly put it in and get right to my free files. In all my future emails and newsletters that I send out, I always put my password at the bottom of the email, so in case you ever forget the password, you can just search out one of your previous emails. Alrighty, so let's just go ahead and get to this file now. Now that you know where they're located and how to get them, you're going to you're going to search the project, or sometimes I'll just be adding free daily planner pages. Sometimes I might just do gift tags or what have you. This will be my place that's basically for you all to come and get things for free for personal use. So for this one, I'm working on a summer vibes file I'm doing a picture for my mantle on our fireplace. And so I'm going to click on summer vibes files. It's going to download in the bottom. I'm using a Chrome browser, and when you download something from Chrome, it goes down to the lower left corner. Click the arrow, click Show in Folder. It's going to immediately bring it right up where it says Summer Vibes Files. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to double click where it has this file. Now, when I do that, I need to make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. When I do that, I have an option to extract all. So what I'm going to do is click on Extract All, and it's going to bring me up a window that says files will be extracted to this folder. Now, if I didn't want it to go to this folder, I'm going to click on Browse. For me, I like to just put zip files right to my desktop, because once I've used them, I want to delete them or store them off of my computer onto something like OneDrive, um, or whatever Dropbox or Google Drive type of files that you keep. So for me, I'm going to choose, I don't want it to go here, so I'm going to choose Browse. I'm going to put Desktop. And okay, so I'm already on desktop. As you can see here, I'm going to put, I don't think I already have, okay, good, I don't. So right now I'm on my desktop. I don't have a folder for where I want it to go. So I'm going to click New Folder. I'm going to put Summer Vibes File. I'm going to select this file. There we go. And then the last option is to hit Extract. And what it's going to do is send all of those files, it's going to unzip them and put them onto the desktop. So I can either choose to open it from here, or I can close this and close this, because now they're going to be in this folder that I saved to my desktop, Summer Vibes File. So I'm going to double click it and double click it, and here they are. All right, so I've got all of my different, you can see the different formats. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. I've got SVG, PNG, PDF, JPEG, we've got the EPS files, the DXF files, and then I have the About These files. The About These files just really quickly shows you that you can use the files for personal use and things like that. So if there's any question you have about the files, you can find them there. And if you need support from these files, you can also find out how to contact me. Alrighty, so now we know where the file is. I'm going to go ahead and just minimize this for now. I'm going to close this because I don't need it anymore. And now I'm going to open up Cricut Design Space. So here we are in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to create a new project because I want to use those summer vibe files in my new project. I'm going to go to upload. Basically, we're going to upload the file that I want. And of course, I already have it here, but just pretend like I hadn't done it here. I was doing some testing earlier. So I'm going to pretend like I don't have these here, and I'm going to hit upload image. And now here's a tricky thing. You can browse, and if you were to select browse, you could click desktop. It'll give you an option. You can click desktop, and you can find where that file is. But a lot of people, I realize, don't realize that you can simply drag and drop a file here, which is so much easier. So earlier, I had just minimized where these files were. Let me just move this over just a little bit. Okay, so I've got my file here. I know I want an SVG for a Cricut machine. That is my preference. I'm going to simply click it with my left mouse and drag it over to the right. And notice how it highlighted in this green color. I'm just going to let go of my mouse, and bam, it just puts it right there for you. I've cleaned up the file, so there's nothing you have to do here. If you want to add a tag, you can. It already put the image name here. You can change that name if you want to name it something else. I like that name. And then for tags, I'm going to put summer phrases. I do a lot of holiday decor, and so I can remember that this one is going to remind me of summertime. And it's a phrase that I like, summer vibes. All right. So once I clicked or tagged it, I'm going to go to the bottom right-hand corner and click on Save. And here's my file. So this is the one I just uploaded. So in order to put it into Design Space, I just left-click it one time and see how it lights up with the green box around there. And it highlighted this area where it says Insert Images. So it's only going to insert the one that's highlighted. So click on Insert Images. And there it is. So now at this point, there's several things you can do, as I'm sure you're aware if you've used Cricut before, but in case you're a newbie to Cricut, this will stay proportionately happy as long as you don't ungroup them. You can make it whatever size you want. The minute that you unlock it and you move this, it's going to make it to where you can do like that, or you can do like that, or so depend. Some files you might want to do that, but with this one, it's best to keep it locked. So I'm just going to hit the back button to put it back to its original size, and then see now that it's locked back up. Okay, so for me, I want my chairs to be one color, and I want my summer vibes to be one color. So in order to do that, I need to ungroup them. You can see up here, I have an option to ungroup. These are all grouped together right now. That's why there's a box around the outside. So I'm going to ungroup. Now this is separate, and these two are also separate from this, but also from each other. So if I want the chairs to be one color, I'm going to draw a rectangle around them. I'm going to go up to the color. Now for this particular project, I actually want it to be red, so I'm going to select red. And then I'm going to attach. Now these I can move around. Now the summer vibes, it's already selected. This is one group. I also want this to be a different color. You could keep it this way if you wanted the black kind of like farm style look. For me, I'm going to use the Infusible ink transfer. So I'm going to select this. And even though I'm not going to select yellow, I have a print Infusible ink transfer sheet in mind that I want to use. And it'll just help me remember to, when I see yellow, to put in that Infusible ink transfer sheet. So there we have it. We have our files. They're separate. we've got this in one color and the chairs attached in one color. So now I can put the rectangle around it again and I can group them. So what this does is it still, again, it keeps the file all as one unit. Now, if I was to say this is ready, I knew what size I wanted it to be, then I would just go to make it and it will cut them out where the chairs need to be. They're attached together so that they're the right size. If you're doing a vinyl project, you would not need to mirror it. If you're doing infusible ink, you do need to mirror them. So since this is going to be infusible ink, I'm going to click for mirror. Same thing with here. If it was vinyl, you're laying it flat down like it is here. But if it was infusible ink, you do need to mirror it. So you click that and then it would be ready to go. It just flips it back like a mirror. Alrighty, I hope you found this helpful. Next, I'm going to be uploading one for people who have a Mac computer or an Apple computer. And happy downloading files. And like I said, all my files are free, so help yourself. This is a new blog, and I will be adding files quite a bit. So welcome to my blog and to my free files, and have a great day. Bye.